there, Cancer. Welcome to your February 2024 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. Okay, I'm just picking 4 cards. This is a little bit different than the spread that I normally do. Just trying something new. Okay. I have a video for you for your astrological influences for February, so you can check my channel for that. The first card that I picked is the Death card. This is a card of transformation. Obviously people see the Death card and they think of physical death. Certainly, this is something that, I'm recording this on January 31st. You may already be dealing with this issue in your life. And how does it affect you? Well, for a Cancer person, it can be very emotional. You can be very attached to somebody who has passed away, and that death has affected you and transformed you. But that can be a job that has ended. And for Cancer, it can feel like it's threatening your well-being, because Cancer's, my experience with Cancer is that some of you, maybe a lot of you, tend to be worrywarts, where you really want things to feel secure to you. And if anything is threatened, financially in particular, or your primary relationship, for instance, that can make you feel very insecure. And that isn't how you like to feel. Nobody likes to feel that way, but you're just one of those signs that really, I was going to use the word needs that feeling of security, but it's at least something that is very important to you. Another card that we have here is the Empress. And the Empress is a card that's associated with Venus, and the 2 signs that Venus rules are Taurus and Libra. The Empress is the Earth Mother. It can be the mother, and Cancer is the mother archetype. So for instance, if you have had a miscarriage and you're really mourning that idea of being a mother, even if you've already had a child or children, that doesn't mean that you're going to feel just like, oh, well, it's no big deal. So it can just be very difficult for somebody in that place. It doesn't mean that it's going to be, lasting a long time, but that might be an influence. Because actually, what's really interesting, because I always like to link the astrology of the time, as I stated, I do have the February astrology videos for your sign. I hope I said that. I can't remember. I've been doing a lot of readings lately. And when I think about that, now that I think about that, you have a lot of energy in the 8th house, including Pluto. Pluto is one of the rulers of the 8th house in astrology because that's Scorpio's domain. And in your chart, it's in Aquarius, the 8th house. So that can be a theme. And with Pluto, it's really like just bringing that all back home because of its rulership of that house. So I was going to say death becomes you. And I'm talking about other people's death because it really, this idea, even like the end of a relationship, that can feel like you're transforming yourself. But with the Empress, there's this element of love, and how does that feature? Like if you have gotten divorced recently, and so the Death card represents the end of this primary relationship, does that mean the end of love? And I would say, no, it does not. Also, Empress could be a new love that's coming into your life. And then, but here we have the Five of Pentacles, which can be lack consciousness. So, what this means is that there may be somebody around you who really cares for you, but you're still pining over somebody that you're no longer in a relationship with. And so it's um in this card, these people are focused on their own suffering, and they've turned their backs on the stained glass window, which represents the spiritual, because they're just seeing their own lack, and that means that they're not seeing what they do have. It kind of reminds me of like the Five of Cups, where the man is turning his back on the cups that are standing up, which represent that all is not lost. And sometimes the glass does seem half empty to some people. So also the Empress can be abundance, like financial abundance, but you may feel lack consciousness. Like, for instance, the job example, if you have, sometimes people lose their jobs like right after Christmas, before they go into a new, what do you call that? Like a new, financial year, or whatever you call it. So they kind of like just close the books on certain employees. And then you may be like, oh, I'm not making any money, but you don't realize you already have a lot of money. You have enough money. And so it's like you're focusing on what you don't have, and you're not realizing how you're not practicing gratitude. And that can certainly have a negative effect on your life, because you're not going to perceive things in the right way. So, it could be a very intense month for you due to the astrology of a lot of concentration in the eighth house, but you can make a lot of inroads, because the eighth house is psychological and it's very profound. And, it's a water house, so you do know your way around emotions, Cancer. So it's not really threatening to you in that sense. But the only thing is, oh yeah, and another thing too is your partner, if you are with somebody else, their money can be a big issue for this month. And that might be a thing where you may be making a good living, but your partner has been laid off, and you're acting like you're destitute, and it's not really true, and it's not really fair. The other card that I got is the Four of Swords, and this is a card of retreat, restoration, and this may be just what the doctor ordered, just what the tarot reader ordered, because you may need to kind of get your head together. You may need to get your priorities aligned, because maybe you have been too immersed in the material and you've kind of lost your way. Maybe a relationship that didn't work out is not the end all be all of your life, and you're making it out like it is, and you have to bring yourself back to center. So I feel like the Four of Swords can also indicate, being alone, kind of like the minor arcana version of the Hermit, like contemplative. That's how I perceive it. So I think it's a very restorative card, maybe a bit wanting solitude at this time. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm primarily an astrologer. I have package deals for called Deep Dive, which is an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits. for a special price, and I also have standalone readings. You can find out more information at the link below. I'm at RainaMoonAstrology.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.